What's up, y'all? We're back. NBA playoff video coming right at you right now. We're going to jump right into it. You're going to hear everything that I think about the NBA playoffs so far, what I think going forward, and some of the teams that have completely let me down and underperformed so far. Make sure if you're new to the channel, drop a like, subscribe, hit the bell. You don't want to miss out on anything that I do going forward. In this video, who do you think is the best NBA player right now? In my mind, it's KD. None other than Kevin Durant, the snake of the league. I love it. What do you think? Jumping into this video right now, we knew going into it that we probably were going to see these 8 teams left playing to try to get to the conference championships. That's exactly what we have. The top 4 seeds in each division, they're there. The main point of this year's playoffs so far has been the Warriors and Rockets. It's been a great series. It's been a very physical series. This is what I like to see. 2 teams competing, battling, getting a little feisty, if you want to say that. Harden is the guy that has stepped up in my mind and truly kind of put his name out there on the radar. Yes, he flops. Yes, he gets fouls that other people does not. Game 1, Rockets easily could have had that. There were some controversial calls when James Harden was shooting a couple 3-pointers. The Rockets could have used that and continued and cried and griped about that and just had that as an excuse going forward in the playoffs. But they've kind of, reworked this series. Now it's 2-2. Going forward, the Rockets do have an upper hand in the physical battle. James Harden is a beast. The Warriors, they will have home court advantage in Game 7. That's why I think that the Warriors will end up winning this series. KD is a beast. Klay Thompson, where has Klay Thompson been? That's something that I have a question mark about with the Warriors. I mean, Klay Thompson on the bench, he doesn't look good. He's not making shots. He's the Warriors' 3rd option, which is why I think that he's going to be gone after this season. He's going to try to get a max deal from someone. Is he worth a max contract? A max contract player, in my mind, should be a superstar. Klay Thompson isn't a superstar, but what do I know? The Grizzlies gave Chandler Parsons a max contract. Don't get me started on that. But let's keep going a little bit and look at Draymond Green. He's supposed to be the heart and soul of the Warriors. He can't shoot. His defense has been, okay. He hasn't been that physical. He's a flopper as well. That's something that I think going forward, we're going to have to see him actually step up and truly mean something to this team. I don't know what his role truly is. If he's not going to be the tough guy, what is he going to do? He plays a lot of minutes. He doesn't score. We'll see what happens going forward. I'll just leave it at that. Now looking forward into the next series, we're going to talk about the Blazers and the Nuggets. 2 lower level market teams. Both have superstars in Lillard and Jokic. Both of these teams also have second tier players like McCollum and Murray for Denver. This has been a very competitive series. This is probably the most even out of all of the games being played right now in the playoffs, and I've been really enjoying watching this series unfold. One of the games that I want to mention is the game that went 4 overtimes. CJ McCollum, props to you, 60 minutes played in that game. That is incredible. For the Blazers to come out and get that win was very, very big for them. The Nuggets did come back and answer, evening the series up at 2-2. All in all, this series has been a great one to watch in my opinion. If I had to pick right now who I think is going to win this series, I would probably take the Nuggets in 7. I just think that Jokic is probably a top 5 player in the playoffs this year. Yes, Damian Lillard's a beast. I just think that the Nuggets are pretty deep. They have a deep bench. That's who I'm going with. So with saying that, yes, the Western Conference is going to be the Warriors and the Nuggets. Warriors, they're going to make it to the finals again, and I do believe that the Warriors are going to win the finals again. We'll see what happens with that. Unfortunately, I just think that the Warriors have too much star power. If I had to pick right now between the Rockets and the Warriors, I'm going to have to take the Warriors in 7 at home, playing at Oracle. That fan base is amazing. It's going to be hard to win there. The only way that I see the Rockets winning this series is stealing Game 5 at Oracle Arena, going back to Houston, winning that game, taking the series. But that would be the Rockets winning 4 games in a row against the Warriors. That's a fun statistic to look at. I don't know. This is the first time I'm thinking about it. Have the Rockets lost 4 games in a row in the past 3 to 5 years? To the same team. Let's go ahead and think about that as well. That's something to look at, and that'll be something fun to watch. So the next series that we're going to look at is the Raptors playing the 76ers. The 76ers have so much talent. It's unreal. You know, I think that they should win this series. They also have a lot of excuses. A lot of drama is following the 76ers right now, which I think they kind of like that. A lot of young players, a lot of big-time attitudes and different emotions coming out of that team. I think they're okay with that. And I just think that Embiid is so good. He is a top 5 center in the game easily when he's healthy. Being healthy for Embiid is the key right now. The other night he was playing in a game. He was sick, and I get that. You know, you get sick. These guys are human. But if you're going to play in the game, don't complain about being sick, and don't use that as an excuse. That's my one thing that I would say about that. Is Embiid a beast? Yes. Is he totally impressing me? And I hope he's impressing all of you. I've always liked Embiid. There's something about a snake in the league for me. That's why I like KD. I like Joel Embiid. Let me know if you don't like the snakes in the league, but I think it's good for the league. Now let me swap over to the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard, you, my man, are so amazing, so talented. You make it look so easy and effortless. Your defense is top 2 in the league probably. Your offense has bumped up a notch as well. You're the second best player in the league, in my opinion, right behind Kevin Durant. Let me know if you don't agree with that. Who do you think right now is the best player in the league? I just told you mine. KD, Kawhi Leonard. Those are the top 2 players in the league for me. But let's keep going. I don't think the Raptors are going to be able to beat the 76ers. Kyle Lowry, what are you doing, my man? We got to get offense, defense. You got to give us something in return. If you're playing with Kawhi Leonard, Marc Gasol, go Grizzlies. Mark, we miss you already. But Marc Gasol, you're a beast, by the way. Very underrated big man. Shoot, pass, defense. Had to give you a little shout out. But Kawhi Leonard, he's doing it all right now. And Kyle Lowry is not helping him out at all. That's something that's going to hold the Raptors back, in my opinion. 76ers win this series. Kawhi Leonard is not a Raptor next year. And then last but not least, let's go ahead and talk about the Celtics playing the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's amazing. He's a beast. We all knew that going in. He and James Harden, they have performed at a high level like an MVP candidate should. I still don't know who's going to win MVP. Both of them are very well deserving of that. The Bucks have played very good. I said this earlier in another video. I'll leave that down below. The people surrounding Giannis, they are very underrated. Guys like Middleton and Bledsoe, these guys are really good. Brooks Lopez can shoot threes now. What is going on with the world? Some people kind of got a little scared when the Celtics blew out the Bucks. Paul Pierce, what are you doing? The truth, you were telling a lie when you said the series was over after that game. I don't know what you were watching. I know you were Boston faithful, giving your team some credit, but this series is over. The Bucks, they will win in Milwaukee. That'll be the last game that Kyrie Irving plays in a Celtics uniform. He's already played his last game in Boston. So let me say this. I believe that I have already mentioned this in a previous video, but the Celtics are better without Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, he's a selfish player. He takes a lot of shots. Is he amazing? Yes. But the Celtics, they are better without him. They are more of a team without him. They pass the ball better. They score better. They play better defense. It's just the stats, the numbers, they line up perfectly without him. So I'm not going to get on about that. You've already heard me rant about that. But I'm just saying I was right, and I told you so. Kyrie Irving will not be a Celtic next year. Now let me shift over to someone else. Kyrie Irving is taking a lot of heat from these performances that he's having. He shot 22 times, made 7 of them, and said he should have shot 30 because he's that good. Probably not the best thing to say after you just get blown out by the Bucks and you shoot that poorly. But something that I want to look at is Gordon Hayward. You make $31 million a year. I understand you came back from a horrendous injury, and that was tough, and I'm happy that you're back. You're a player that I like, but don't play 30 minutes a game if you're not going to perform. And this also goes back to Brad Stevens. We are putting you in a higher category of coaches in the league. You cannot be in that category if you can't win with this team. This team has so much talent. They probably have 8 guys, 9 guys maybe, that can legit ball, compete. So much talent on this team, and you're not winning. That's an issue with me. And yes, I get it. Kyrie Irving doesn't fit into your system. But your job as a coach is to fit your team into your system. Whatever team you have, that's what you have to work with. So you should have figured something out to make Kyrie better, make your team better, and make it all gel. That's all I have on that. The Bucks win Game 5. That series is over. So what I said going into the playoffs, it looks pretty good right now. I thought it would be the Bucks playing the 76ers, Bucks winning, playing the Warriors in the conference championship, Warriors playing the Nuggets. I think that's still going to line up that way as well. The Warriors are still going to win the NBA Finals, unfortunately. I think it's over after this. KD, he's gone. Klay Thompson, he may be gone unless the Warriors offer him a max contract is what I hear. With all that being said, I cannot wait to see all of this unfold. The NBA Finals, the NBA playoffs has been great to watch so far. I think it will continue to be great. Stay tuned. Make sure if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Drop a like on this video. We'll be back. Have a good day.